This video is for all of you merchant fulfilled sellers out there, or even if you're predominantly an FBA seller but you still fulfill a couple of items yourself. I'm going to explain all of the various FBM options that are in Profit Protector Pro for you guys. So the first place we're going to start is within your Profit Protector Pro account settings, and we're looking at the MF shipping toggle. Now this is the first place I'd recommend that you look before you do anything else. And the options are use migrated shipping plan or use free shipping. Now, if you aren't sure what this means or how it's going to work, I'd recommend that you check out the tooltip here, as this explains it best and it gives you examples too. So if you're selling merchant fulfilled and using a PPP strategy designed for MF sellers, they all begin with MF, and we are going to touch on this a little bit later on. You can choose to automatically include or exclude your shipping costs, and here's how. So toggle to migrated shipping plan if you use the Amazon migrated shipping plans and you wish for Profit Protector Pro to include shipping within your minimum. So for example, if your minimum is set to $10 and your shipping plan is set to $2, Profit Protector Pro would potentially sell your product for $8, and then the $2 shipping will take the total to $10. So if you select this option, Profit Protector Pro may subtract your shipping cost from reprices. If you wish for Profit Protector Pro to exclude shipping from your minimum and to assume a zero shipping cost, please select use free shipping on the toggle. Using the same example above, Profit Protector Pro will not sell your product for less than $10, as it will always assume $0 shipping. So how you set this depends on which one you prefer. If you want it to potentially subtract shipping from reprices, or if you want it to assume a zero shipping cost. Now the next part we're going to look at is on the repricing page. Now Profit Protector Pro will pull through the fulfillment method from Amazon along with the rest of the data to do with your items that you're selling. So it will automatically be set for you whether it's FBA or FBM. But if this does need to change for whatever reason, if you were going to fulfill it through Amazon but you've decided you're going to do it yourself, you can of course change that option in here. And then we're going to take a look at the strategies. So help strategies explained. And if you do want to check out the merchant fulfilled strategies, it's the bottom 4 in this section. So overall, these will focus on the merchant fulfilled competition, and they will take into account the merchant fulfilled shipping setting that you've set up in your account settings. So any of these strategies here that begin with MF are for merchant fulfilled items, and they will work the same as the FBA counterparts. So you have an aggressive strategy, you've got the balanced, and then you've got the more profit focused strategies as well. So it depends what your goals are for the listing and how you want Profit Protector Pro to work on the listing as well. So as I say, they do work exactly the same as the FBA counterparts, but if you are competing with FBA sellers and or Amazon, whereby they are hogging the buy box, we would recommend that you set your minimum price at least 10% cheaper than their price, so Profit Protector Pro has wiggle room to get you that buy box. So there might be something slightly different in the explanations where it will give you a bit of advice on how to set things like your minimum and maximum prices, so the strategies will be able to function a lot more effectively on the listing. Profit Protector Pro takes the postage cost from your migrated shipping template, and that postage cost is included within your minimum. So for instance, if your product is $10 and your shipping is $2, you will see your minimum price go as low as $8, as it is allowing for the $2 for your shipping, and Profit Protector Pro is therefore staying at or above your $10 minimum. So that's if you've got the toggle set to use the migrated shipping template, but of course if you're using free shipping, it's just going to assume a zero shipping cost. And obviously the other strategies are going to work very similarly, as I say, to the FBA counterparts. So it depends if you want an aggressive one, a balanced one, or a more profit focused one. And of course you do have some rule based options for you as well. And again, to apply a strategy, you just need to click on strategy and you've got all of the options here. So you get some of the rule based ones in here as well. So merchant fulfilled match buy box, MF penny under buy box, MF penny over buy box. So you've got various options in there for you. You just need to set that on your FBM item, and Profit Protector Pro will start repricing accordingly. If you want to filter out your FBM items specifically, you do have an FBM filter in here. But that is everything you need to know if you are a merchant fulfilled seller, or if you are an FBA seller with some merchant fulfilled items in your inventory. Let's get back to the web. In this video, I'm going to talk you through using the Profit Protector Pro Chrome extension. Now this is awesome because it allows you to send items through to Profit Protector Pro straight away, and you can set up repricing information in advance, getting you to the repricing game a whole lot sooner. If you're using this alongside something like BuyBot Pro, you can effectively do 2 jobs at once. So here you are analyzing deals with BuyBot Pro, and then you're going to go ahead with this product. you can just head over to the Chrome extension, set everything up, send it through to Profit Protector Pro. All it will need to do is just grab the SKU from Amazon and it will start repricing straight away. So that is amazing, and it makes for a much smoother workflow. Now, in order to use the Chrome extension, you need to make sure that you have it downloaded from the Chrome Web Store. So just search it up in the Web Store, add it to Chrome, and then just need to make sure that it is pinned. So click on the jigsaw piece icon here, pin the extension, and it will appear on any Amazon product page. Now, if you click on the little icon here, there are a couple of options. So you can hide the plugin if you don't want it on the page. You can also show the plugin again, and you can change the positioning of where it appears on the page. So if you want it to be over here, then you can have it over there. If you want it back where it was, over there, wherever it is that you prefer for the extension to be on the page. So let's go ahead and check it out in full. So at the top, you'll see add a new SKU, which is exactly what you're doing. So you're setting up a brand new item. You can see the ACE in there. You can enter in the buy price. If you're working with a different VAT percentage for whatever reason that may be, perhaps it's a grocery item, for example, so has 0%, you can enter that in here, and then you can mark it as FBA or FBM. If you are using EFN or PAN, you can toggle that on here, so that way you can take that into account. If you need to review your Profit Protector Pro settings, there is a link to that here. Otherwise, you can just go ahead and enter in the break-even, minimum and maximum prices in these boxes here. So let's say our buy price for this was 23. Our break-even is 29. Our minimum is going to be 32. Our maximum will be 75. If we plan on enrolling the item in small and light, we have the toggle here, so that way Profit Protector Pro knows to take into account the S&L fees in the calculations it performs for things like the estimated profit and ROI over in the repricing page. And if you're using auto min max, which you can, so if you've set up your min and max automation rules, you can just click this button. It's going to work out the min, max and break even for you. And then you can set your strategy. So this includes all of the preset strategies and any custom strategies that you have marked as active over in Profit Protector Pro. So let's go ahead and apply that strategy. And once we're happy with everything in here, all we need to do is click on Save in PPP. Now, if you are visiting an item on Amazon that you've already got set up in Profit Protector Pro, you can click on this here and it will have a list of the SKUs that you already have in Profit Protector Pro. So if you want to amend min and max information whilst you're on the Amazon item page, maybe you've remembered something, you can select that SKU from the drop down. It will populate with all of the information that is already in Profit Protector Pro, and you can tweak that as you see fit. Then obviously just click on Save. Otherwise, if you're setting up a brand new entry for the item, leave it as add a new SKU, or it might say awaiting SKU from Seller Central. So let's click Save in PPP. It's setting it up now and it's sending it through. So you can see now it is ready to start repricing in my account. Let's go back to Profit Protector Pro and see if we can find it. So there it is, first entry there. As you can see, all of the information is already set up. So it just needs to grab the SKU from Amazon and it will start repricing straight away. So the Chrome extension is awesome. You can set up repricing in advance, meaning that you can get repricing on the listing a whole lot quicker. So go ahead and check it out. Download it if you haven't already, and I'll catch you back in the... So in this video, I'm going to be talking you through using the blank template CSV option. Now, if you've already been using the bulk inventory section, you've most likely used the full inventory CSV or the in-stock CSV or the filter CSV for editing and amending your current stock in Profit Protector Pro in bulk. So it's really useful for tweaking things like the min, max and so forth for lots of items all at the same time in one nice and easy spreadsheet. So whilst you've been doing this, you've probably come across the blank template CSV option. And if you haven't already used it, you might be wondering, what is that? When would I use it? What's it for? And that's what I'm going to explain to you. Now, if you haven't used the bulk inventory section very much, or maybe it's your first time using it, I'd heavily recommend checking out the tutorial videos at the top. They're very useful. Obviously, the one that you select depends on your spreadsheet software that you use and your operating system. So I'm using Mac with numbers. This is the video I'd select. So I've already gone ahead and downloaded a blank template, and this is what it looks like. So as you can see, the format of the spreadsheet is exactly the same as the format you'd get with the other CSV options. It does need to remain in this format, so please don't change around any columns or anything like that. all you need to do is just fill in all of the information as you see fit. So this works very similarly to the Chrome extension. The functionality is basically the same. So you're adding new products in to Profit Protector Pro in advance, setting up repricing information in advance. Except with the CSV option, you might prefer doing it this way with this kind of look, and you can add multiple items all at the same time. So go ahead and fill in your ASIN, min price, max price, buy price, strategies and so forth, getting everything set up in the way that you want it to be set up. Don't forget to work with the key in the bulk inventory section. This is very important. So for strategies, for example, if you wanted to apply the super aggressive dominator, you just need to enter in the number 20. If you're using a custom strategy, just enter in -1, and then in the custom strategy field, enter in the exact same custom strategy name as the one that you've set up in Profit Protector Pro, so it knows to apply that specific custom strategy. Exactly the same with automations as well. Just make sure that you're entering in the exact same name of the automation that you've set up in Profit Protector Pro. Make sure that it's toggled on as active in Profit Protector Pro. And then obviously these are your various switches, so small and light, EFN. And with this, again, refer to the key in Profit Protector Pro. So to leave them off, just enter in 0. And if you want to turn them on for any relevant products, just enter in the number 1. If you're working with a different VAT percentage for whatever reason that may be, you can enter that in here. You've also got the option to add notes. And once you have entered in all of the information for the items that you want to add into Profit Protector Pro, please make sure that you save the sheet, make sure it stays as a CSV, you save it as such. Then all you need to do is come back into Profit Protector Pro, upload inventory CSV, select the correct file, and then it will start processing it. It will tell you that it's working on it now, and it should all be done very soon. So once your items have been uploaded to Profit Protector Pro, obviously you will see them in the repricing page, and just the same as the Chrome extension, all they need to do is grab the SKU from Amazon and they'll start repricing straight away. So it gets you to repricing a whole lot sooner. You've got everything already set up, and you can do it in bulk with the blank template CSV options. That is awesome. Go ahead and check it out if you haven't already, and I'll catch you back in the webinar. In this video, I'm going to tell you about different ways you can use to help you gauge what exactly is going on with your products in terms of repricing with Profit Protector Pro. So the first way I'm going to tell you about is within the dashboard, and specifically we're going to be looking at the top part. So this can give you a summary of what is going on with your stock in terms of what needs a min and a max, for example, so you can see how many need a min and a max price filling in. This is important because without a min and a max, you can't turn the item on for repricing. It needs a strategy as well. So without a min, max, or strategy, you can't turn the item on for repricing. Only when those things are filled in can you then turn it on and get Profit Protector Pro working on it. So this might be a call to action for you, and you can then go into the repricing page, filter by what needs a min and a max, and enter in the various prices and strategies. Then you can see how many of your items are at the buy box. Now this isn't to be confused with the in buy box filter. So at buy box is where the items are matching the buy box price. They're just at the same price as the buy box. In buy box, which is the filter in the repricing page, that is where your items physically do have the buy box. You can also see how many of your items are at the lowest price, how many are at your minimum price, and how many are at your maximum price. And using the circle chart that would appear here, this is just a dummy account, and if it had data here, then it would be able to populate the circle chart here. So you can gauge this information in circle chart form, which would appear here, or you can take a look at this chart, which shows you how this information has fluctuated over the past 7 days, and you can select which piece of information you want to look at, so at lowest price, at min, and so forth. So this can be a kind of call to action and a summary of what is going on with your inventory. The next way I'm going to show you is in the activity page. So if we give that a click, it's showing us absolutely everything that is happening within Profit Protector Pro. So as soon as something happens anywhere with repricing in Profit Protector Pro, it's going to appear right here. And back in the dashboard, we can see how many of our SKUs are currently turned on for repricing and how many repricing actions Profit Protector Pro has made today. But if we want to see overall what kind of actions it's taking just for anything, anywhere, we can see that all in here. So it's going to show us the day, tell us the item and the marketplace, and it's going to tell us what exactly was happening, so what kind of event that was. So maybe it's where you updated the min and max prices, maybe it made a calculation decision or something like that. You can see the time when that happened, the ASIN and SKU involved, and you will be able to see the calculation decision here if it made a repricing decision, and you can see the requested price that it made for the item. So the price that Profit Protector Pro is asking Amazon to change the price to for that particular product. So this is absolutely everything that is going on anywhere in your account. And then more specifically, if we went to the repricing page, for any item, you'll be able to see the repricing history. So give that button a click and it'll give you a table showing you everything that has been going on with repricing for the item. So again, where you've updated the min and max prices, where it's actually gone to reprice, and you can see the calculation decision it's made and the requested price. So you get that specifically for the item that you're looking at within the repricing page. And if you change to a different marketplace, so if you have this item listed in a couple of different marketplaces, repricing is turned on in all of them. If you view the history in a different marketplace, that history will be for the item within that marketplace. So it's not going to be one overall history. It's not going to show you the UK history for, say, Italy or something like that. It'll be the specific history for the item within that marketplace. So those are a couple of different ways that you can view what exactly is going on. Obviously, when you set a strategy, you can read up on the strategy within the help section, strategies explained, and you can see how exactly it's going to act. So if you want to understand how the repricing strategy is going to work on the listing, then give the strategy explanation a read, and that can help you understand how the strategy is going to work. But if you want to see what it is actually doing right now, you can just click on the history button and it will tell you. And obviously you've got the activity page and the dashboard to help you understand what is going on with your products in Profit Protector Pro. Let's get back to the webinar. In this video, we're going to be talking about the more profit-focused strategies in Profit Protector Pro. Now, the past couple of webinars, we have had spotlight focus sessions on particular strategies. So the aggressive ones we've covered and the balanced ones. Now it's time for the more profit-focused strategies. Now, there are 3 that are more profit-focused, and the one that you select is entirely up to you based on what exact route you want Profit Protector Pro to take when it comes to repricing. So these strategies I'd recommend using on quieter listings or ones where you're happy to wait for the buy box to fall to you. So these strategies won't go in an aggressive pursuit of the buy box. These ones will put you in a strategically sound position whereby once it gets the buy box, once it then falls to you, it will then grab it and run away with it and make you as much profit as it possibly can. It's also important to note as well that none of these strategies will compete with merchant fulfilled sellers. They will state that in the strategy description. So it says there, when used by an FBA seller, it won't compete with merchant fulfilled. So it's important to bear that in mind when you do set these. So you've got the dynamic profit builder, the hybrid profit harvester, and the passive profit maximizer. So the dynamic profit builder is a profit builder that has a more passive approach, favoring a match buy box game plan whilst working hard to increase your profits. So the dynamic profit builder will not undercut other sellers, and whilst it will successfully get you sales, it will always be working on driving up that price and your profit. This is the strategy that will most likely see you get sales over the price of the buy box, and it's ideal for sellers looking to balance sales and profits. This one is the more salesy of the profit focused strategies. Next up, you have the hybrid profit harvester. This is one of the lesser aggressive strategies for pursuing the buy box, favoring a focus on profit over sales, and is suitable for more cautious sellers who are looking to maximize profits at the cost of slightly slower sales. So again, where you're happy to wait for the buy box to fall to you. The hybrid profit harvester is definitely focused on harvesting your profit and will go no lower in price than the other sellers matching your fulfillment method. So again, it won't compete with FBM sellers. It will match the buy box assuming that it is within your minimum and maximum settings, and then will rapidly work to increase the price. So if you have purely a profit focus, hybrid profit harvester is the one, as is the passive profit maximizer. This strategy is all about profit and maximizing it. It is a strategy that will likely slow down your sales. So if selling fast is your aim, we'd suggest that you don't use this strategy. However, if maximum profit is your aim, then this is a good strategy to use. So it's very profit focused and will spend a lot of time sitting a little above the buy box price that may be chosen when other sellers are likely to sell out soon to gain maximum profit. You may also choose to use this strategy if you are choosing the right time in the future to sell and maximize your ROI. This strategy really does do exactly what it says. It is gently passive in its pursuit of the buy box and is 100% a profit maximizer. And again, this won't compete with FBM sellers. So that is your range of profit focused strategies. Again, just to reiterate, I'd heavily recommend using these on quieter listings or ones where your goal is literally just profit, or ones where you're happy to wait for the buy box to fall to you. So those are the profit focused strategies. Let's get back to the webinar.